to talk about this with us is Dr. Bharat Pankania, Senior Clinical Lecturer at University of Exeter. Good evening to you.
Hello, good evening.
So, Doctor, cholera is not new, obviously. What can be done? And this is together with COVID now.
This is a clear indication of a breakdown of what we would call essential services in Iraq. And what I mean by breakdown is sewage treatment. So what's going on is obviously sewage is going into the Euphrates, Tigris rivers, and unfortunately, people are using the water from these contaminated rivers to water their crops. And then people are eating those contaminated crops, and then it becomes a vicious circle. It is an unfortunate and clear indicator of a breakdown of infrastructure in Iraq.
Which means that there's a lot of money and work to do in order to fix this kind of things, because we're talking infrastructure, and that's not easy.
You're absolutely right in that we shouldn't be putting in untreated sewage into the rivers ever. And in the meantime, as an emergency, what I would say is, of course, you boil water and only drink boiled water or certified bottled water. And then with respect to vegetables and things, you need to wash them thoroughly in what is clean water rather than contaminated water. There are vaccines for cholera, but they don't work very well.
So you need to educate people, and you need to do this very quickly.
Unfortunately, yes. And I can see examples of what happened in Haiti when cholera was introduced there and hundreds of thousands of people died. Again, Haiti is a poor country. Iraq is not a poor country, but it has this problem. And if you are getting cholera from the Euphrates Tigris River, it means you are putting in sewage into those rivers.
Are surrounding countries in danger of getting this as well?
Of course, because this is a fecal oral transmission of infection. In other words, somebody who is infectious and they handle their dirty feces, etc., dirty food, of course you can get it. But usually countries with good sanitation, good water supplies fare better than countries like Yemen. Yemen, we've had cholera outbreaks. Iraq, another example of something that is failing, and we've got cholera outbreaks. Similarly, we had some problems also in Syria.
Right. Dr. Pankania, thank you very much for your information. Thank you.
My pleasure.